Man, it is cold this morning. It got pretty cold last night. Man, it's actually, I think I need to fix the heater in this truck. I haven't, it's been a while since I've had a heater in this truck. I usually kind of just do it manually, but I need to get it fixed. But anyway, so I'm mixing things up a little bit today. It's another one of those days where we have a lot of doctor's appointments for my daughter. So I was trying to figure out a way to get some filler work on those days where we're just like, you know, an hour or two or so. So I'm trying a little bit of a different pricing strategy. Not sure if it's going to work. Basically, where I could just price it, you know, sight unseen for little minor jobs, obviously, not like big things. But so we're trying one today. We'll see how it goes. In the past, I haven't really had much luck pricing like this, you know, sight unseen. I usually like to see the jobs up front. But anyways, let's get to today's job. Just going to be a quick little job this morning, and then we got another job this afternoon after the doctor's appointments. As far as the video footage, I am on the GoPro 7. I had to bump it down to 2.7K instead of the 4K because my computer is like old. So yeah, I need to work on getting a new computer next. That's my next deal. But anyways, let's get to today's project. Okay, went in and met the client, saw the project. We're just installing or setting up a twin bed for the lady. She's about to have some hip surgery, so we're setting up a twin bed for her in another room because they have a really high bed in their room. So anyway, so grabbing some tools, gonna go get started on that. Alright, time to open up this bed frame and see what we're dealing with. This is actually the most simple bed frame that I have ever come across. It was pretty amazing. I brought in all those tools and I didn't use a single one of them. It was pretty funny. It actually comes with this really cool little ratchet tool that actually came with the bed frame. I don't even know where they got this bed frame from, but it was really easy. Here's the ratchet here that I'll be showing. That little ratchet works pretty good, and it's really, literally, the only tool that you need to install this bed frame. This bed frame sits on the ground. That is actually the height of the bed frame, and this is really what they wanted to go for, as she is having hip surgery, and she wants something that's right on the ground where she doesn't have to move too much to get up into it. So this will work out great. This is a pretty cool mattress. It's all vacuum sealed right now, so once I cut the vacuum seal, it just blows right up. Pretty awesome. And then at this point, after I already had everything set up, I'm like, well, I might as well just go ahead and put the sheets on the bed. I am definitely not the best homemaker, but I get it done. Wow, never thought I would get paid to put sheets on a bed, man. Crazy, crazy. I guess that makes me a maid now. I don't know, but whatever. I'll take it. I was recently taking I'm in the middle of an internet marketing course, and the instructor there was saying that you got to never be too like high and mighty for any job, because the moment that people say that, oh, I'm above that and that job is beneath me, is the moment when they stop dominating in their field. See what sets you apart from other people and what makes you dominate in whatever field you are is that you are not too high or mighty for any job, that you will take on any job. Because you understand that the work that we do as handyman is way bigger than just the job that we are doing at that time with the tools and whatnot. It's about the people, it's about the relationships, it's about helping people. That's what it's all about. So that was a pretty quick job. I mean, I installed that bed for that lady. That was a sight unseen job. I kind of felt bad charging. I mean, so I was there for about a half an hour. I charged them $100 for that job. Obviously I didn't bring any materials. I kind of felt kind of bad for it, but at the end of the day, they did, you know, they agreed to that price over the phone. They had just told me that it was a metal bed frame, and that's the price I gave them. So, yeah, that's it. So I kind of felt bad just assembling the bed frame, so I went ahead and put the sheets on the bed and all that for them. But yeah, it went great for them, and that's really going to help them out because that bed's going to be a whole lot lower. So now, since it's so early, we're gonna run and get some mail, and then we're gonna go to the dump, and then we're gonna return some stuff at Lowe's. So then I got doctor's appointments for my daughter, and then we'll be catching back up on my afternoon job. Boy, it had been a little while since I got the mail. It's payday. Ah, the dump. Love the smell of compost in the morning. Can you smell that? All right, it is the next morning here. So yesterday the doctor's appointment went good, but it went pretty long. So we had to reschedule the appointment yesterday. She wasn't able to do it any later because she had to go to work. And she didn't take the day off work or anything. She has a really weird work schedule. So she started work at like 2 yesterday. So we rescheduled for next Monday. And then I had to go do a little work meeting last night. And then so today I am running to do a job replacing a pendant light fixture with a ceiling fan over her dining room table that she wants replaced. So I'm probably gonna have to pull the box down and replace that with a ceiling fan rated box. It isn't a condo, so it's a 1-story condo, but there is a condo above it. I did work actually at her neighbor's house. I installed can lights, so it's basically built just like a 2-story house, you know, with the I-beam trusses and all that. So I'm going to have to do everything from below. I can't, there's no attic access. So that's what I'm heading to right now. I got to go to Home Depot to pick up a few things first. But let's get this started, man. It's going to be great. So here is the job for today, and basically just this light fixture hasn't worked for this lady for about 2 years, and basically the issue is actually in the light fixture itself. It has something going on with it, so we're pulling it down, going to replace it with a ceiling fan, and with that we need to replace the ceiling fan junction box. And this junction box, I'm just cutting the nails on it right now. Alright, gotta make a run to Home Depot real quick. The fan box that I got will not work. I got the kind that spans between the 2 joists, and I also got a pancake box. But this is a little bit different because I was telling you, you know, it's 1st-story condo. There's a condo above them. So there's just a 2x4 that's laying flat that's right next to it. So I'm gonna have to get a different fan rated box. Hopefully they have one that kind of mounts that 2x4 but is a little bit offset, because that's kind of the layout of it. So I'm gonna run there, grab that. I also need to get a switch plate for the new light switch that I'm putting in. This lady, she told me that there was a shooting there at that Chevron right by Home Depot this morning. I didn't even know that, because this morning when I went to that Home Depot there was cops and it was all caution taped and everything. But I didn't know what was going on, and there was no, you know, there was no sign of anything, any confrontation or anything. But yeah, she was saying there was a shooting there, so kind of crazy. I guess this morning, like before 5 or so. But anyways, going to Home Depot, grab that stuff, and then we'll get back here and install it. All right, I knew Home Depot would have what I needed, man. They pulled through. What I got was this guy, and basically it's a fan rated box with some holes in the top, and it's got this bracket that mounts to the joist first, and then it's got some screws that go up through the top of it. So this is it right here, ceiling fan support box with side mount bracket. So pretty excited about that. I've never used this exact thing. I actually got 2 of them. I just picked up 2 of them just in case one is missing some parts or something like that. But I don't think it will, so we're gonna go get that installed. This is where all the stuff's happening here at Home Depot. I guess my wife told me a little bit more about what's going on. I guess this morning some lady and her friend, they were in an argument, and one of them shot the other, and I guess the bullet went through one of the windows here at Chevron, and I guess almost hit the dude behind the counter. So kind of sad. Someone got killed. I mean, that's never a good thing, and that's always sad. But so that's what's going on here. So half the Home Depot parking lot's kind of shut down. But anyways, we're gonna get back to our job. So I have never used this style of junction box before for the ceiling fan, but it actually works out really well, and I really like just the way it's laid out, and it's actually fairly inexpensive. I would say it would work out great for any ceiling fan that needs to be mounted kind of next to a stud where there's already a hole. Obviously, if there's not a hole, you could just move it over a few inches and mount directly to the joist. Obviously not the stud, like I said before. So I'm just installing that box now, and then installing the ceiling fan bracket. And then I need to go ahead and start assembling my ceiling fan, which is pretty simple, just like every other ceiling fan. If you guys have any questions on exactly how to install a ceiling fan, I have a video, and I will post that above here in this video. So just installing the ceiling fan, and then once I get it all installed, I'm going to hang it up there and hook up all the electrical. Then once I get that ceiling fan all hooked up, then it is time to change my attention over to the switch. The switch that she had for this light switch was a dimmer switch. It was an old style dimmer switch, and obviously it's not going to work to control both the fan and the light together. So we are going just to replace that with a simple rocker switch, so she won't have any dimmable function with it, but she may get a remote down the road. We talked a little bit about that, and that may be what she wants to do. So right now, just installing that simple rocker switch. There is my ideal twist and nut screwdriver. Love that thing. And once we get that installed, then it's time to test the light. Okay, what did I learn from today's vlog? So first thing, don't be too high and mighty for any job, because you'll definitely be amazed by what people will hire you to do and what they'll pay you to do stuff. So be open to any job, you know, that's legal and ethical, obviously. And then probably the second would be, there is value in x-ray vision. And what I mean by that is, like, whenever you come to a job, try and have a good idea of what's there. You know, like when you're dealing with something like that, where you're replacing a box in a ceiling, obviously when you quote the job, you're not going to pull it down and see what's up there, you know, in the ceiling, I mean. So it's a good idea to kind of have an idea of that. And the only way that you can accomplish that or have a good idea of what's in a ceiling is by experience and by doing things like this, like figuring out. So I've never seen joists laid out like that. I think it was because, obviously, because it was a two-story condo type thing. So yeah, always kind of have a good idea of what's up there, and that only comes through experience. And then come equipped to the job, come equipped with all the needed parts and materials that might be needed. I know sometimes that's hard, but yeah, I think you can figure it out with experience. So those are probably the two main things that I learned today. So that's it for this vlog. But for some of the logistics of that job there, I installed that ceiling fan. I replaced the fan, or the box, with a ceiling fan rated box. It only had a light rated box up there. So I replaced that. And then I also took care of a few just miscellaneous coaxial wires that were coming through walls that she wanted out of there. So total for that job, I was there for about 2 hours, 45 minutes. And the labor for that job was $350. So went well, good job. Yeah, so that was a good day's work on this vlog. Got some more jobs coming up today, but I'm gonna call this vlog here. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We'll see y'all on the next one. Have a great one.